Namaskar. It's really a matter of pleasure and privilege to talk about something which is very close to my heart. I'm very thankful to Ram Madhavji. Today, I'm expected to speak about society and religion. We heard in detail about religion. Society, gender, marriage, and family. Obviously, marriage ends into family, and family is the smallest unit of the society, so that carries a lot of weightage. First of all, I would say that when say, oh, the world is, with all anxiety, oh, the world is changing, oh, the world is changing, oh, the world is changing. I think, oh, the world is changing. I think when we talk about Meta era, we need to look at it from this perspective. Be it Stone Age, Bronze Age, Gold Age, Renaissance, or Meta. Symbolically, all of them were Meta, because Meta stands for something new, something change. And that's why we are here talking about the change. When we start talking about the change, the gender comes first. There was an ancient time when, the women were worshipped. And we have examples of Maitreya, Gargi, and then there was a time when the gender existed, one gender, and there was male, no female. I'll not talk much about it because already discussed a lot in that. Then, as Simone de Beauvoir says, second sex, the second stage, the women were there. And then somewhere, maybe debate started, and somewhere we started from the periphery to the center. But unfortunately, today, the time we are discussing in Meta era, the gender, it's not like monochrome, black and white. It's not like if we have time for two questions, one from right and one from left. It is much more than that. When we talk about gender now, gender it is to be understood. It's very important to be understood various nuances of gender. Now, my daughter studies at Miranda House, Delhi. It's a women's college. And she tells that we have girls studying, they prefer their own pronoun. They would like to be addressed as she or he, or no pronoun. So this is the time we are living in, where we have choice. Gender, we have to understand sexuality, gender, and gender identification. Sexuality is male, female by birth, biological. When we talk about gender, it is social, cultural, behavioral expectation from an individual, and identification means all the possible society looking at the person from different gender, but the person feels for herself or himself something very different. So the gender identification now has started. Why we are discussing about gender? Because in marriage, gender plays very vital role. When we say about marriage, sir, you were asking about is, it's matter of when Shriti and Smriti. Shriti remains as it is, and Smriti is all about interpretation or little bit change. The form remains as it is. I'm a classical dancer and choreographer. So we have Sthai Bhav and Sanchari Bhav. Sthai, because the questions that we have been given to addressed in our letter, one of them is the traditional institutes like marriage and family, are they relevant or will they be relevant in Meta era? First of all, the word traditional, we need to revisit it. Yesterday, one of the speakers said that traditional are the milestones. We have to visit them, revisit them with our Vivek Buddhi, Shuddha Buddhi. All traditions are not bad, all traditions are not good. We need to revisit them. So when we talk about traditions, marriage and family, will they survive or not? Will they be relevant or not? Again, the word relevant is to be somewhere revisited. In Bharatanatyam Shastra, we have Ashtanayika. Now, Ashtanayika is Abhisarika, Vasak Sajja, Virudh Kantitha, all Nayika, all their lives, everywhere. There are so many types of Nayikas, only 4 types of Nayak. Nayika from the point of view of age, from the point of view of conditions and everything. But everything is centric to men. Now somewhere that becomes irrelevant today. And now classical dancers, The dance critics, they have come with few new nayikas. There are 8 nayikas, Ashtanayika, but the interpretations are different. So before 100 years, whatever was relevant, if we feel that today is equally relevant, and it should be, I think it's a serious matter for us. As institute, yes, they are relevant, but the format has changed. When we think of marriage, the choice, earlier if we think about choice, there was no means of, because I would connect it to the technology matter we are discussing about. The huge change in communication patterns and transportation, traveling, has brought huge change in marriage and family as institutions. Earlier, for example, my forefathers, they had 8, 9, 10 children, many of you would agree to that. And they thought that, Baba, 2 children only, 1 child, how can that be there? 2 children in a family, that cannot be called family, and today we do have those families. And we don't find too questioning a family with 2 kids, because the time has changed. Earlier, when marriage, parents used to know, close family in the caste, creed, and the kids would get married into that. Now we have more websites, Shadi.com, Jeevan Sathi, and even dating apps, Bumble and all that. So they have more choices. With the more choice, the concept of marriage also changes. More people are working. It's not the marriage or family. They are not only, this cultural or social, emotional matters. It is much more economical also, because the changing of the wheel of economy brought working people more in a family, more working women. Now you see, earlier leaving hometown for further study or for the marriage or job was not that expected, because writing a letter, whether reaching to that person or not, it was not that easy. But now communication is so easy with the help of technology. So my daughter might be at US, that's absolutely fine, I can communicate to. If she's at Delhi and she wants to come to Gujarat, Ahmedabad, it would hardly take 3 to 4 hours. So here, the concept of marriage, family, nuclear family, that has come into context. It is more contextual. Earlier, as you know, in the earlier session also, the gender, now LGBTQ. The movies are the mirror to the society. If we look at, have a glance over the last decade movies, there are movies where 2 men are life partners, 2 women are life partners, they're adopting children. Even, science has made huge, vital contribution that at any age, earlier at certain age, a woman may not be able to become mothers. But now the eggs can be frozen also. Surrogacy and single parenthood. With the economic change, the concept of liberty, liberalization, that has come into picture. So here that comes. All the possible, somewhere it's all about interpretation. Earlier, family, when Madam was speaking, I do, because I'm from Open University, so in Gujarat we have been working as a university with transgenders, with sex workers, HIV positives, very closely. And there we have been visiting certain organizations. Now they are very strong, close, cause community family. Now the family is not only the father, mother, grandparents, and children. There are transgenders working wonderfully together for the cause of their own upliftment of their own society, somewhere spreading awareness. There are groups of disabled. Now they have been staying as families. The concept of family is changing now. To my surprise, we have a dance institute in Gujarat where around about 18 women they've dedicated their lives to dance. They don't want to get married, they don't want to have family, but only dance. Now they are staying as a family, they've been staying. So the concept is changing of marriage, gender, family, and everything. Here, somewhere what I feel, the technology, yesterday there was an example. Yes, that technology has harmed family. It has, one hand, brought people closer. On the other hand, that has divided families also. Yesterday, there was an example that all the possible in an apartment of 4 bedrooms. From one bedroom, father is calling to the another bedroom son that, did you have your dinner or not? Yeah, that's misuse of technology. That is an example that something negative with the technology. But at the same time, a father living in a village and connecting to son at US and asking, so there the family is getting connected. I very strongly believe that technology, from God-centric, we became man-centric society, now men-centric to technology-centric society. We'll have to look at it that technology doesn't push us at periphery. The technology should be our slave, should not be our master, and that should be used to strengthen the marriage bonding, family bonding, and society at a larger picture. And I'm very happy that we have comparatively a colorful background that says something about this topic also. And I will surely not interpret this session as a male asking question and moderating, and three of us are responding to it. Thank you.